Good morning. My name is Jay Rosenthal. I'm the Managing Director of Business of Cannabis. Welcome to the Cannabis Daily Show for Wednesday, May 11th, 2022. Since 2017, Business of Cannabis has highlighted the companies, brands, people, and trends driving the cannabis industry. A few things. This is my last week sailing this ship. Friday's my last day, and we're going out in style. Tomorrow and Friday, we'll be live from the Lift & Co. Expo in Toronto with our friends from Pinners. Look for more details on our Twitter handle, BofC_media. That's on Twitter. We'd love to hear from your comments, and always feel free to visit us at businessofcannabis.com, as well as through all of our social channels, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and if you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe there. Of note, September, Business of Cannabis will be back in New York for Business of Cannabis New York. Information on that event is below. Check it out because it's going to be great. We will see you there. For today's stories, Capitol Hill finally takes note of dispensary burglaries. California's Jungle Boys is allegedly a boys' club. Fire and flower to your door. And what the UK's medical market needs right now. A cannabis crime wave, which has resulted in numerous fatalities, could motivate Capitol Hill to approve federal cannabis banking reform. This in Politico. Well, the problem? Well, because cannabis is federally illegal, most companies are still dealing in cash, which attracts burglaries. In Washington State, for example, officials estimate that there were more than 50 armed robberies in cannabis stores in just January and February of 2022. Quote, the time for congressional dithering on the issue needs to end because people are dying. That is Washington State Treasurer Mike Pillacciotti. He said in an interview, robbers go where the cash is. That is true. For our second story, 2 workers at California cannabis cultivators filed a complaint alleging they were wrongly dismissed after they protested a ban on women working in grow rooms and employees not being permitted to get pregnant, among other issues. This is in Law 360. According to the lawsuit, 2 women say they were fired for working at 4 related companies, all related to Jungle Boys. They say the companies moved employees around to various companies throughout the day to avoid paying overtime. One complainant alleges she was asked to work in the grow room at Jungle Boys and was told only boys were allowed in it. She also said she was told not to get pregnant or she would be fired. Both complainants say they were fired after some employees caught eating lunch and drinking alcohol, but because they weren't drinking, they believed it was used to retaliate against their grievances. The attorney for Jungle Boys, who is representing the defendants, obviously, said the allegations are without merit. For our third story, Canada-based retailer Fire & Flower is bringing cannabis delivery to users of Zone Tail, a service used by residents of hotels and high-rises through an exclusive agreement. This is according to a press release about the agreement. Well, 110,000 households are using Zone Tail technology to access property management, amenities, and services in their buildings. This in a mobile app. It's also a community marketplace through an age-gated section. Residents will now be able to order exclusively from Fire & Flower. Deliveries will be fulfilled by Pineapple Express, which Fire & Flower recently acquired. Deliveries will begin in the GTA and Toronto in the coming weeks. Now, this joins other retailers in pretty unique partnerships, including Supret's partnership with DoorDash and Tokyo Smoke with Uber Eats. For our final story, ahead of Cannabis Europa in London 2022, which is next month, Business Can sat down with neurologist Dr. Mike Barnes, one of the founders of the Medical Cannabis Clinicians Society and a consultancy, Maple Tree and the Cannabis Industry Council, to find out what problems are still facing patients in the UK right now. The full Q&A is on Business Can. Those are the stories we're watching today. Join 12,000 others and catch all of these stories and more in your inbox every day at 7 a.m. Eastern with our Cannabis Daily newsletter. And for those keeping track, we're on episode number 79 of the Cannabis Daily Show. Thank you for joining us on YouTube or wherever you caught the program. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will see you tomorrow.